Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of 裏技英語. I am here on Zoom today with my co-host Ishii Terumi.
皆さんこんにちは、石井てるみです。裏技英語、今週もどうぞよろしくお願いいたします。Yeah.
And Terumi, it's another special episode.
Another special なエピソード? I'm excited. What's coming?
Well, actually, we don't know when this episode is coming out.
いつこのエピソードリリースされるかわからないと。Why?
Well, usually we record every week, don't we, Terumi?
そうですね。毎週レコーディングしてますけど。
And sometimes, when, during the holidays, or we know that you, me, or Ruben will be away, or be busy, we record some stock episodes, so we have some buffer.
そうですね。ホリデーだとね、誰かがどっか旅行に行ったりだとか、帰省したりだとかってことがあるので、そのためにストックとして何個かエピソードをまとめ撮りして、ストックして、バッファーを作ったりしますよね。But the holidays are, I think, now finished and we're back to normal business. BJ?
We need some stock again.
なんで？私がエジプト旅行に行くからかな。
No, that's a short little holiday. That's a tiny little holiday.
6日間だからね。
I'm about to become very busy, Terumi.
Oh, BJ, I know that.
Yeah.
You are having another baby!
Yeah!
Yeah! ちょっと待って、もうすぐ？いつ
Well, the due date is mid-February. So,
2月か。
So the plan is we're going to take this buffer episode now and we'll release it when baby number 2, baby fox number 2 is born.
はい、これをじゃあバッファーエピソードとしてレコーディングして、ベイビーナンバー2、第2子が、ベイビーナンバー2っていうの英語で、第2子のこと。
I think so, yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
そうなんだ。ベイビーナンバー2が生まれたその週に、このエピソードはリリースされますと。Wow. じゃあ、そうだね。じゃあこれ今お聞きの皆さんは、じゃあ BJ は今は2児のパパになったんだなと思いながらお聞きいただけたらと思います。
And to celebrate the birth, we have a special interview with one of the most famous mothers in Japanese podcasting.
はい、ということで、新しい赤ちゃんをお迎えするにあたりまして、それにちなんでスペシャルインタビューでございます。今日インタビューするお相手は、日本のポッドキャスト界で、最も有名なお母さんと言っていいのではないでしょうか。皆さん、あの方ですよ。
Shinobu from シノブとナルミの毒舌アメリカンライフ。
わー、シノブさんいや、これはグレートマザー先輩ですね。
Okay, and I won't say too much about her background. She's got 3 children. They're actually all famous YouTubers, actually. And most importantly, she's just written a book about bringing up children in international environments. Okay, we'll talk about that later. But let's get some advice from the lady herself, Shinobu.
ありがとうございます。What a great introduction. I'm so flattered. Thank you so much for having me on your show.
So, hello, welcome back, Shinobu. You and Narumi, your co-hosts, were guests on episode 55. That's a long time ago.
Wow. Wow. But I remember just like yesterday.
ねえ、その頃にも恋バナの相談を私はさせていただいたんですけれども、はい、全然進捗がなくて申し訳ないんですけれども、はい、そんなこんなで今日は忍さんまたお越しくださってありがとうございます。よろしくお願いいたします。
はい、ありがとうございます。よろしくお願いします。
お願いします。
Actually, Shinobu, quick question. I introduced you as one of the most famous mothers in podcasting.
Yes.
Also, I said you've got 3 children. Is that correct? Have I got that correct?
Right. I have my own 3 children, and I also have 2 stepdaughters.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
So 5.
5 in
そうなん
total.
だ。3人のお子さんと。
お疲れ様です。
お疲れ様です。
その場合は普段じゃああれですよね。でもお子さん何人いらっしゃるんですかっていうことだと3人ですっていう。
はい。基本的には3人ですっていうんですが、まあ一応はこの今の再婚相手の旦那さんの娘さんも一応 daughter っていう風に言ってます。My daughter っていう風に紹介するときは。
なるほど。じゃあ合計5人のお子さんがいらっしゃる。わーお、グレートマザーだ。
And actually, one thing for our listeners, I think that whether you call your daughters a stepdaughter or the children call their parents mum or stepmom, I think that is very much a family by family basis.
Right. Absolutely. Yes. And that's kind of thing I love about America. Yeah. They don't really look at it as a broad relatives. You know, once they become close enough, that's the family.
今なんておっしゃいました？何って呼ばないってよ。
I'm more sorry for my bad pronunciation, but you don't have to be blood related.
Blood
related.
Okay.
なるほど。アメリカではもうそこら辺は関係なく、もう自分の娘とか、お母さんとか、そういうふうに呼び合うわけですね。
だって印籠だらけですもん。ステップだらけですよ、アメリカなんて。
まあそうです。
結婚ディボースが多いので。
なるほど。印籠。この印籠が目に入らぬかと思っちゃった。印籠、mother-in-law とか daughter-in-law のことですね。なるほど。じゃあもう当たり前すぎて別になんか区別することでもないっていう感じなんですね。
But again, it depends on the family. Some people, like I've got friends who call their step-parents mother and like dad or mum. I've got other ones who refer to them as stepdad, stepmum. But you know, every family is unique and different. Anyway, my family. Let's talk about me. I'm about to have baby number 2.
Right.
Shinobu.
Congratulations. You're a big dad now. Daddy of 2.
Daddy of 2. Well, I will be. It's not. We're
be.
recording this in January, so hope, if it all goes well, 2 weeks' time. Any advice for me, Shinobu? Any advice?
I would definitely say that you have to be multitasking. That's number one suggestion. Right. Because, you know, from now on, your time is not your time anymore. Your time will be divided by your children. So by the minute they get up to the time they go to bed, you don't have your time. So you have to get the dinner ready, breakfast ready, school ready, you know, everything just happening at the one time. Because I remember one time I was breastfeeding my 3-month-old son on the couch. Then my 2-year-old daughter wanted to play with Lego. And at the same time, my eldest daughter yelling from upstairs, Mom, I need you to check my math homework. So I was breastfeeding, playing with Lego, and looking at math homework. So.
うわー、今忍さんのお話を聞きながら BJ がもう天を仰いでましたけれどもBJ, that's coming soon to you.
I'm dreading the breastfeeding.
Right, that's true. But it's fun though.
It's fun. I guess the difference is now, like, we have a baby. So what you were saying before about waking up early, that happens already. But because there's only one baby, you know, sometimes I can say to my wife, oh, you look after her. Or I've got a comedy show in the evening. My wife can take over. But when there's two, when there's, like you said, feeding, maths homework and Lego happening at the same time, yeah, that's worrying.
Yeah.
どうやって乗り越えるんですか？
本当ですよね。でもpeople say that if you have multiple kids, that will bring married couple closer. Because if you have a single baby, you say, you can take turn, right? But when you have 2 babies, it's required 2 people, 2 adults to take care all the time. So it's actually it's supposed to strength that married couple, that bond.
Okay.
So you can be a teamwork, team dad, team mom. So hopefully that'll strengthen your BJ's marriage relationship.
Whoa! だってモナちゃんとすでに仲良しだけれども、やっぱりお子さんがね、赤ちゃん1人だったら、まあ大人1人でどうにかなるけれども、で1人がちょっと時間できたりするけれども、2人だったらもう2人の大人が必要になってくるから、そのパートナー、夫婦の絆、チームワークが強まっていくんですね。
ってなるんです。
だって BJ。
はい。
Good. I've also heard that often when a new baby comes on, then the older child becomes very close to the daddy. Is that true?
I think so. And that's what happens. That's what happened to my kids too.
なんで
Well, I think it depends on the kids, but when you have a little baby, then that little baby, there are a lot of things only mom can do, such as breastfeeding. So while she's breastfeeding the baby, you don't want the eldest sibling feel like left out or not getting enough attention or something. So that's pretty much often when father comes in and let the older sibling take outside play or go do something. So she or he will be occupied and also getting attention from the other parents. So don't feel left out. That's when the daddy having a little bonding time with the other kids.
なるほど、そっかそっか。赤ちゃんが生まれると、どうしても母乳をあげたりとかいうのはお母さんの役割になるので、そうするとお父さんがこう上の子がちょっとお母さんにあまり目をかけられなくなったなって時にお父さんがそこで絆を深めるチャンスというか、それでお父さんと上の子が仲良くなっていくんですね。
そうみたいです。
BJ, I think you're already very 仲良し with your 長女。
Actually, yes and no. Yes and no.
嘘、マミーの方が好きとか言うの
She definitely loves. No, she doesn't say much. She definitely likes Mona, her mum, better. And sometimes she says, Daddy 嫌い。
もうそんなこと言われちゃってんの BJ。ダディ、パパ嫌い、ダディ嫌いって。
Do you know one time she said, Daddy 嫌い、Daddy 電車、Daddy コメディ。
どういうことダディ電車ダディはコメディに行っちゃうからダディ嫌いってこと
I think it was more like Daddy 電車、Daddy 嫌い、Daddy 電車に乗りなさい、Daddy コメディに行きなさい。
行きなさい。
そういうこと、
yeah.
あっち行って電車乗ってどっかコメディのとこ行ってってこと、
yeah.
わー
She's smart. 頭いいですね。
そうですね。電車に乗っていくってもう分かってるんですね。BJ、忍さんがおっしゃったことによりますと、今は娘ちゃんの気持ちを取り返すチャンスということになるわけですよ。
Yeah, no, we have got a good relationship, but she definitely likes her mum better, like sleeping in the same bed as her mum.
みんな最初お母さん好きよね。
So, yeah. Anyway, yeah, like you said, it's a big chance. Okay, now, Shinobu, got another question. Now, you've written a book, and the book's title is, I'm going to read it in Japanese, アメリカ式子育てマジックフレーズ。
はい。
So, magic phrases magic phrases from American child rearing, let's say, 直訳。What is the difference in your mind between American child raising and the Japanese style?
そうよね。First of all, I am 100% Japanese. So that means I born and raised in Japan. And all my childhood memories are created in Japan. So I don't know anything whatsoever how to parenting in the American way. So when I moved to Texas, 2002,
よくそれで本書きましたね。
本当ですよね。So the book was actually from my episode that I found very interesting by not supervising, by observing how the American mom interacted at that time. So that kind of surprised me. Oh, wow, that's how you dealt with your kids? That's what you say to the kids? Because it's really new to me. That's something I would never say to my kids or I was never told by my mom.
忍さんはなんかもうついついこうアメリカで生まれ育ってらっしゃるのかななんてもう印象として思ってしまうんですけど、実はそうではなく生まれも育ちも日本で、2002年にテキサスに移住されて、でお子さんを、産んだのもそこからってことなんですよね。
そうですね。
アメリカでなんですよね。
はい、一番上の娘はその当時2歳でアメリカに引っ越すんですけど、その下の2人はアメリカで産んでます。はい。
なるほど。じゃあ主に子育てはもうアメリカでされてきて、そして他のアメリカのママたちを見て、こういうふうに言うんだとか、こういう言葉を子供にかけるんだっていうのは、日本で生まれ育った忍さんからするとすごく新鮮で驚きにあふれていたということで、じゃあそんなフレーズを忍さんも取り入れながら 子育てをされていったってことですか？
そうですね。どっちかっていうと、見よう見まねで真似をしてきたっていう感じです。
はい。
日本人としての母親スタイルしか知らない私がずっと日本式で、ペアレンティングをアメリカでしてたんですけど、子供がすごく子供がとってもコンフューズしたんです。子供が幼稚園の時に、全く私のリアクションが他のお母さんたちのリアクションと違う。なので、端的に言うと、Why my mom does not say love me? Why she doesn't say I love you, honey. I love you, baby. You're sweet girl, little pumpkin. Those affection words I never said to my kids. So actually, my kids, when she was first grade, she wrote a little essay during the school that why my mom does not say love me. So that was my breaking point. Oh my
うわ
god.
そんなことがあったんですか。お子さんっては、そういうのに気づくんですね。なんか、他のアメリカ人のお母さんたちうちのママが言うことがなんか違うって。
気づいたんでしょうね。私本当に言わないんですけど、周りのアメリカ人
日本人は、
言わないじゃないですか。
日本人のお母さんはだって言わないですもんね。I love you とか愛してるわよとかね。かわいいリトルパンプキンとか言わないですもんね。
What do you say? What do you say that? I'm thinking of my mother-in-law, my Giri no Haha. She says things like "oriko-san." Doesn't what do Japanese parents say then?
お利口さん。
お利口さん？お利口さん？
お利口って。
As in like when she does. Well, I guess it's when she does something clever or good or well behaved.
いい子
だね。
いい子だったね。
お利口、good girl とか、てか、だから clever っていう言葉も、ニュアンスも入ってる言葉だよね。だからなんかうまくできないと、そういうことを、そういう褒め言葉は書けないかもしれないね。なんか何かをうまくできたから、それに対して褒めてあげるっていう、そういった言葉かも。ただ無条件に書ける言葉じゃないですよね、しのぶさんね。
確かにそうなんですよ。だからそれが愛情表現がすごく乏しくて。It doesn't mean I don't love her. It was just not my style. I didn't even know how to. But because my kids are so exposed to such an American family style way, she wanted to be that way. So she was craving for the affection, like an expression of affection that I don't do.
なんかでもお子さんはそういう表現を周りでいろいろ聞いてると自分も言われたいって思ったってことですよね。なんかうちは日本式だから別に言わなくても全然いいんだとかではなく、その子供側からしてもそういうアフェクションワーズが欲しいって本能的に思ったっていうことですもんね。
はい。
So did you change your style then? Did you change or you did? Okay.
I did. I thought I should just give a shot and try.
Okay.
そうか、しのぶさんでもそういうターニングポイントがあったんですね。
ありましたね。It's kind of broke my heart when I got the telephone call from her school teacher that hey miss, could I have a moment? And I just want to let you know that your daughter wrote an essay, and that essay said you don't love her.
Oh my gosh.
That's kind of like,
なかなかショッキングですね。
My denshini nodding aside, it seems very light compared to an essay.
そうだよ。
そうでしょ。
2歳児が言うパパどっか行ってと全然重みが違うわこれは。なかなか、人生観が変わるようなね、
そうですね。
ことだったんですね。
嬉しいですよね。子供はもちろん言われたら。
いやそうですね、確かにそれ知らなければねそういうもんだと思って日本で生まれ育つんでしょうけど、ああいうアメリカとか英語圏のねああいう I love you とか、愛おしさを前面に表す言葉をね言われてるのを近くで見てたら自分も言ってほしいって思うんですね。はい。
So what phrases, could you give us an example of some of the phrases that you maybe then started using after this turning point?
Okay. I started saying that I couldn't really say I love you なんて言うんですか
忍さん
歯が浮く、
歯が浮く
How do you say that kind of explanation, BJ? 歯が浮くなんていうの恥ずかしい言えない I love you, honey って言えない娘に対して
忍さんなんか言ってそうですけどね
言えないんです言えないんですけど、
最初から言えたわけじゃなかったんですね、はい、
今でも
BJ なんていうの歯がゆくって
I guess in this case I would say I couldn't get the words out. I cringe. Yeah, cringe is a good word. Cringe. Yeah.
Cringe. へえ。
そうだから I started saying I'm proud of you.
Okay, I'm proud of
you.
Yeah.
So every time she brought some her schoolwork to me or some kind of drawing or when she say look what I did, I just start saying oh that's really good. I'm proud of you. なんかそれはストレートに出た。
これまた日本語だとね難しいですよね。
日本語だと言えないフレーズです。
思うわってね、ですね。
言わない
確かに言わないですものね。でも I'm proud of you って素敵ですよね。ママが喜んでくれてるっていうのがすごく分かっていいですね。
多分in my experience for the past 20 years raising kids in the States.And comparing my style in Japan and comparing their Western American style, I think the English structure itself is just direct and simple. You know, I love you.
The language structure,
Language itself. Language itself is just direct and simple. That's why it's transferred to kids' brain and mind direct and simple. I love you. I'm proud of you. You did it.とかでもin Japanese it's completely opposite. It's more vague, it's more gray. So I remember when I was in my childhood, when I accomplished something or I did something good, my mom always say, 頑張ったね. You know, いい子ねとか頑張ったね. でも but 頑張ったね is such a popular phrase.It contains a lot of good meaning, positive meaning, but to me, it's more express the action itself, what I did to accomplish, rather than me being who I am at that time. But if somebody say, I'm proud of you doing it, that means my mom or my dad is just proud who I am at that time, not what I did.So that's like self-confidence level is completely different.
はあ。まず言語として英語の方がすごくダイレクトだと。だから I love you といえばストレートに I love you ってこう愛されてるんだってことが子供にも伝わるというのもありますし、そして忍さんがお子さんの頃はよく親御さんから頑張ったねとかいい子ねっていう言葉をかけられたと。まあそれは日本の親御さんはみんなねおっしゃると思うんですけれども、それって結構アクションにフォーカスした言葉なんですよね。で存在そのものを認める I'm proud of you あなたがもういてくれるだけでもうお母さん嬉しいわとかお父さん嬉しいよとかそういったこととは、よくよく分解してみると違ったりするんですよね。というのでこう I'm proud of you あなたの存在行動とか置いといて存在そのものをもう肯定するっていう言葉そういった言葉をより使うようになられたってことなんですね。
Actually, one thing I want to say is when I translated your book earlier, I said American child raising, but you used the word parenting, and I think that's a better word, parenting.
Parenting.
So, parenting is also a verb, not just a noun. Full disclosure, Terumi, the next advert is nothing to do with the podcast.
Full disclosure ぶっちゃけると、今からお話しすることはポッドキャストとは裏技英語とは関係はございません。
Come down and see BJ Fox and producer Ruben, me being BJ Fox, do stand-up comedy sometime.
BJ と Ruben そしてテルミもたまにですけれども、スタンドアップコメディをやっております。ぜひリアルの我々に会いに来てください。
We do it in Tokyo Comedy Bar, which is in Shibuya, right by Mark City.
東京コメディバーマークシティとか井の頭線の乗り場のすぐ横です。もう駅から徒歩5秒。
And we do a show in Japanese on the second Wednesday every single month.
毎月第2水曜日には日本語でのスタンドアップコメディショーを開催しています。
Or challenge yourself. Come and see us do it in English. Check the Tokyo Comedy Bar website for all the show information. But whenever Terumi does it, we tend to put it out on our social media as well, so follow that as well.
東京コメディバーのショーの情報を見たいよという方は東京コメディバーのインスタグラムとかウェブサイトをチェックしてください。テルミもやるよという時には裏技英語の SNS でも告知させていただきます。
Do an impression of me, Terumi. You know the one where you make fun of me?
I really wanna do poker. Poker. I wanna drink poker.
That's Terumi doing a terrible impression of BJ Fox.
True impression.
Anyway, come down. It's funny. We'll see you soon.
東京コメディバーぜひ一度足を運んで我々に会いに来てください。
Okay, so Shinobu, you know our podcast. We like to introduce a phrase to our listeners, or a phrase or a tip or an urawaza. So I actually, instead of you suggesting, I read your book, I loved it. I would like to suggest one thing from your book, okay? And that is called the Timeout System.
Right.
タイムアウトシステム。
さん知ってるかな？
タイムアウトシステムって私知らなかったんです。教えてください。タイムアウトって何？こうタイムみたいなスポーツの世界の話ですか？わかんない。
Yes.
Oh, really?
Exactly.
そうなの？
Yeah. The American sports system, I guess, like a basketball team, they have timeouts. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, Shinobu, but the timeout system is a way to discipline your children.
Right. Correct. Yeah. So when kids does something naughty or bad things, then you will put the kids to timeout. Like I put them in some place separate from us inside the house.
Okay.
And then you will make them sit quietly, stay in one spot for however minutes by age, right?
Okay.
So if you are 3 years old, that times 1 minute per year. So 3 years old equal to 3 minutes. So just have them sit and have them think what they do wrong. And then you ask, what did you do? And then if the child able to answer you right way, then you will ask the kids to say sorry for their action. Then when the kids can say sorry, then you will say thank you. And always ended up time out with saying a word like, I love you. I love you. I'm doing this because I love you. And thank you for saying sorry. Let's move on.
ちょっと待ってください。タイムアウトシステムって何ですか？お仕置き時間ってお仕置き部屋に閉じ込めることですか？
部屋ではなくてなんかコーナーを設定して家のどこかに。
あるんですか？
なんかどこでもいい。どこでもいいんです。
But by the way, in the UK, we call it the naughty step.
ノーティステップ？
Yeah, where so you put them on the first step of on the stairs, and you just say you have to sit or stand on the naughty step.
I see.
階段の一段目にちょっと立たせて、何したのって言って自分で分かってるって、そういうことやるのノーティステップ。階段の一段目って言うんだ。これ私が子供の頃お仕置きで押し入れに閉じ込められたみたいなやつですか？
そうですね。私も押し入れでした。はい。
あれひどいですよね。よく考えたら、
あれめちゃめちゃ暗いですしね。
怖いですよね。
お仕置きモンスター出てきますから。そんな悪いことしたっ
けなみたいな。お仕置きね、なんか奥からなんかお化けが出てくるんじゃないかっていう気持ちになりますけれども、そうか、タイムアウトというのはそういう意味なんですね。
But actually, listening to what you just said about the oshiire, which I'm not going to translate because I don't know what it is.
It's a closet, Japanese.
I know what it is. I don't know what the translation is. The Japanese closet. But that sounds like a punishment. It sounds like you're saying you've been naughty, so go into a dark place. Whereas I think the timeout system is more of a structure to help the situation calm down and also help the child reflect on what they did wrong. It's like a post-mortem.
Yeah,
ポストモータム、そうですね。
本当もうストラクチャーですよね。だからそこが again like Western American parenting is more simple and direct because I don't remember having those discussion opportunity with my mom when I was growing up. When I did something wrong, my mom either like げんこつ going or put me in the 押し入れ. Then she stay mad and I kind of try to, see her faces and, one night over, she gets fine and everything goes fine. There is no discussion. Like why my mom get mad at me? What did I do wrong? And we didn't talk. It's just so great.
すごい。おっしゃる通りで、なんか日本だと怒ってもなんか感情的にわーって怒られて、なんかお仕置きされたりして、でいつ機嫌が治るともわからないから顔色を伺ってみたいな感じで。でもこのタイムアウトっていうのは例えば、3歳の子だったら3分とか言って時間を設けて、なんであんなことしたのって言って自分にで説明させて、ごめんなさいって言えるって言ったならば、お母さんはもうじゃあソーリーってあなたちゃんと言えてありがとうと、I love you って言って、もうそこでパッと
そうなんですよ
切り替えて、いいですね。ちゃんとだから大人扱いをしてますよね。人としてちゃんと対峙をするんですよね。
Now, I think the best way to learn about this is probably to buy Shinobu's book, but we're going to list the steps of the timeout system in the 裏技英語 style. Okay?
なんだそれ
Okay. Okay, so...
naughty step ですよ。ステップだけにね。
Okay, yeah. These are the 6 naughty steps. Okay. So, okay. I've taken this from your book. So imagine the child, let's just as an example, it's a 2.5-year-old quarter Japanese girl. And she's refusing to sit down, and she keeps taking the soba, the noodles, and putting them on the floor. Okay? Now, just it's not related to anyone in particular. Okay, that's a scenario.
かなり娘さんに近いプロフィールでしたけど。
Okay, so step 1, Shinobu.
Okay. When the child is misbehaving, it is important to give a warning as you are giving the child a chance to change their behavior.
So give a warning.
はい、ステップ1、まずは give a warning。まず最初注意して、その子供がその態度を改めるチャンスを最初に与えるわけですね。はい。
And a good phrase for that would be, if you don't stop being naughty, or if you don't stop playing with your food, we'll have a time out.
はい。いたずらをやめないととか、そばを落とすのをやめないとタイムアウトの時間になっちゃうよ、タイムアウトしちゃうぞというふうに最初にちゃんと、警告というか、急にやるんじゃなくって最初にそういう注意する時間を設けますと。
Yeah. Step 2, Shinobu.
So step 2, so okay, time out. And then you move them to the time out zone.
Okay, so step 2, you begin the time out. What would you say?
You go into time out.
Okay. Time out time. Time out zone. Okay, so very brief. Tell me.
ステップ2で、いたずらっ子とかをそういうミスビヘイビングをやめなかったらタイムアウトの時間へと移ります。で、そういう時は、OK, you're going to time out, time out zone とか、time to time out っていうふうに実際このタイムアウトという言葉を言うんですね。
はい、言いますね。タイムアウト。
OK, time out. 怒ったぞ。
Yeah, and I guess in the UK we would say, okay, it's a naughty step. It's a naughty step.
イギリスだったら It's a naughty step. Naughty step ですよと。
Okay, and then step 3, Shinobu.
So then explain the problem again.
Okay, so explain why you've gone into the timeout.
ステップ3ではどうしてこうなったかっていうのをちゃんと論理的に説明するわけですね。
Yeah. So because you did X, Y, Z, because you were playing with your food, we're having a time out. Okay. Step 4.
Step 4, have them explain the problem back to you, a parent.
Okay, so now you get them to recognize
Correct.
why they're in the timeout.
Correct.
They explain it to you.
ステップ4で相手にこう何が悪かったか分かる、何がいけなかったか分かるというふうに説明をさせるんですね。
そうですね、子供に。
どういうセリフでそれを聞くんですか？
So I put them and then, do you know why you're in timeout?
Do you know why you're in a timeout? Okay.
And then the kids say, well, because I put my spaghetti to the floor. Then I say, yes, that is right.
Yes.
And
Okay. Okay, so that you when they explain it, then you say yes, correct. And then you go on to step 5, Shinobu.
then ask them to say sorry.
Ask them to apologize.
ステップ5でじゃあ謝れるかなって謝ってもらえるっていうのかな、英語だとなんて言います？
Can you say sorry?
Can you say sorry?
ごめんなさい言える？
And then can you say sorry? Step 6 is they've apologized. Step 6 is
Then thank them for saying sorry. So thank you for saying sorry. I love you.
うわー、このステップ6もまたすごいですね。ごめんねってちゃんと言ってくれてありがとうと、Thank you って言うんですね。で最後に I love you。わ、これですぐ解決だ。
and then maybe I imagine you hug them.
Right.
And then the whole situation is set back to 0.
Correct. It's quick and simple. Yeah.
ね、次の日までお母さんまだ怒ってるかなとか、
そう
なんか顔色伺ったりとか、ね、親の方もなんか感情ずるずる引きずって怒ってたりとかしなくていいし、
そうなんですよね。
怒ってるというよりはね、本当なんか話し合いをして解決するっていう感じですね。
I think it actually helps the parent to calm down as well. Because that worked, that's the best, I mean, that's worked on me like that. Because when I was, like I said, my baby boy is 3 months old, my, second daughter is 2 years old, toddler, and my eldest is 9. So I often get like really overwhelmed and like a short temper, like so, なんていうの, get crazy easy. でしょ? だから I tend to yell easy. So when the kids are in a timeout zone, I was able to calm myself down as well. And as a parent, okay, did I yell? Was it okay for me to yell? Then I also say sorry for yelling.
Okay. Also, the parent also apologizes for getting angry.
Right.
Yeah.
That's really worked with me.
Now, a question for you, Shinobu. Now, you learnt this. You said you changed your parenting style when you went to America. Now, I'm a Western parent in Japan. Should I change? Should I stop doing the naughty step and start doing oshiire tojikomi?
Don't 押し入れはやめよ。Don't do 押し
BJ の
入れ。
家多分押し入れないと思う。
それは、そう押し入れある。
でもダメダメ。
Do you even have 押し入れ? No.
We do have an oshiire.
あるんだ。
Don't.
そうか。
I think that's just a punishment, like you said. It's traumatic.
まあなんかドラえもんみたいに中に入りたい人は別だけどね。
でもすごく very sensitive なエリアですよね。Very sensitive because
そうですね。
I absolutely would like you to just keep your style to raise your kids in Japan.
Yeah.
But your kids somewhat would have to learn how to mingle in Japanese, school environment. You don't want to stand out too much. Even that's show them who they are. It's just makes it so hard. It's really sad to say, but it makes them harder to, make a friends and be social in Japanese education system. So you want them to be who they are by raising your kids the way you wanted to, but at the same time, I think they would have to learn how to like well-rounded and just learn how to mingle.
Exactly.
いやー、忍さんすごいな、やっぱりな。
難しいですよね。
だからね、難しいでしょうね。なんか違う国とかで、子育てってただでさえめちゃくちゃ大変でしょうに、それをまた違う国でとかってなるとね、BJ のお子さんもね、BJ のやり方でということですけれども、彼女のお子さんの個性ももちろん大事にしながら、かといって悪目立ちしてもってことなので、うまいことお互いのいいところを取り入れながら、日本でもなんかお友達ちゃんとできるような感じでうまいことをやってください BJ
難しい
I'll do my best. I'll do my best.
頑張れ BJ、
できる
Shinobu, thank you so much for coming and thank you for all the advice. Obviously, could you just quickly tell our listeners where they can find your podcast and also the book as well?
That's right. So our podcast name is なるみとShinobuの毒舌アメリカンライフ. You can find it in podcast Apple Podcast or Spotify or Amazon Music, I think. And then we also have a YouTube, 毒アメ YouTube, and also my book, アメリカ式子育てマジックフレーズは You can find them on all the bookstore or Amazon Japan.
And I have read it in preparation for this podcast. I loved it. Full, really nice looking book as well. Beautiful book.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Shinobu, and we'll speak to you soon.
Shinobu さんどうもありがとうございました。
We'll see you soon.
See you soon.
This summer.
Yeah.
Oh, are you coming to Japan again?
Yes, we'll do the same thing again this summer. So we'll love to see you guys, and I would love to see if there's anything that we can collaborate. I will definitely come to BJ's comedy bar because I loved it. So yeah, I'm excited to see you guys again in person.
Looking forward to it. I'll bring baby number 2.
Yeah!
楽しみにしてます。ベビーナンバー1と2両方連れてきてね。
Yes, and your wife too.
Well, Tenemi, I felt I learned a lot.
やっぱもうShinobuさんね、本当に元気になるのお話聞くと。いや本当にやっぱかっこいいしね、私も全然まだその結婚とかもしてないのであれですけど、ね、将来子供ができた時にはそういう参考にしたいなというか、もうそのままやりたいなと思うようなことばかりでしたし、もう何よりやっぱりもうShinobuさんのお顔を見てね、これズーム越しにお顔を拝見しながらレコーディングさせていただきましたけれども、もうこのね、強い生命力、多分聞いている方もそうだと思うんですけども、ひしひしとビンビンと伝わってくる。本当元気をいただきました。
Well, I hope all our listeners enjoyed it as well. We will be speaking to Shinobu hopefully in the future again. And next time you hear my voice or the next episode, hopefully everything's gone well with my new baby. Thank you very much, and we'll see you next week.
さあ、裏技英語、来週ね、配信するときには、もう BJ は2児のパパになっている頃かと思います。皆さん BJ のいろんなことうまくいくように一緒に cross fingers してくださいね。それではまた来週お会いしましょう。それまでお元気で。バイバーイ。
Bye.